So you're in a village, there's a beautiful store, actually it's next to the castle, you've been to the castle and you want to go to the store and buy something. So the door opens and this lady says, "Do you smurget?" If it's just you, or "Do you smurget?" Sorry, "Do you smurgiv?" if it's more than you. So in the Irish language, the word hello is conflated with a whole bunch of prayers as well. So we want good things to happen for you. And we're going to say hello by saying, "Dia great," and it's God be with you. Dia is God be with you. And you might say back, "Oh, Dia smurget." And what happens here is, because you're happy, you're in the store, you've had a great day and you want to be nice, you add somebody as well. You don't just give them God, you give them God and Mary. Dia is mura. Good. God and Mary. So I'm giving you God and you're giving me back God and Mary. If you didn't like me, you might just nod. Or you might say, "Dia good," which is God, which is like keep it level. But if you want to be nice, Dia smurget. And then I like somebody really and I say, "Oh, Dia smurget is Patrick." I'm throwing Patrick in as well. So now I really want you in my shop and I want to treat you good. And so I might say, "Dia is good," like I did above here, and then I throw in Patrick, is Patrick. And you know, St. Patrick, he's a good man. And Patrick. So what I want to do now is to show you what's happening here. You've got God, God and Mary, and Patrick. But the word I'm using for the end, I'll put it up here, it should be agus. That's the word "and." But because of usage, sometimes we take that same word and we just do gus, put an apostrophe here, gus. And sometimes because we're lazy, we just put the is at the end. Now you think it should be us, and it probably was at some point, but they've shortened it to is. And so the problem is that is also the verb to be. So if you didn't know the context, you might think this is a verb to be. God to be Mary with you makes no sense. But God and Mary with you does make sense. So you have to know by the context of the sentence whether you're talking about a verb or an "and," which is the conjunction bring two pieces of the sentence. Agus becomes gus or is. You have a choice of three. And in this case, it's very familiar. You're going to have Dia is mura is Padraig. Dia smurget is Padraig. And if I start off by saying to you, "Dia smurget is Padraig," and you say to me, "Dia grit," you're telling me, "Back off, buddy." Because you've taken it from 3 down to 1, right? And I'm going, okay, because I'm not taking that on. But if I said to you, "Dia smurget is Padraig," and you said, "Oh, Dia smurget," that's okay. Because you dropped Padraig and you just went back to the normal, right? And so there's a lot going in just how you say your hello. People understand. It's like, yes, this person is going to be a real pain in the neck, or this person is going to be great fun, based on how we say hello to each other. Okay? So that's that. You're in the store, and now you're looking at some clothes, and you want to know what the price is. So you're looking at the article on the shelf, and it's really nice, but you think, "I wonder if it's expensive." So you want to ask the lady, "How much is this?" How much? And you're holding up a shirt or a card or something, and it's K Ved. We had this earlier. K Ved. How much? K Ved A Sha. How much is this? This is Sha, and the thing itself is the A, referring to the thing. How much this it? How much is this? So there's, again, the verb to be is involved in the keved. How much? There's no basic verb here. You know, it's like in English, how much is this? The is in here. There's no is here. So it's included in the caveat. It's implied. And the answer might be, in euros, and they'll give you a number. You might say, let's go for 13, 3 euro, there. 3 euros teen. Teen is the 13. So 3 euro. So that's how you put the thing in between the teen. 1 teen would be 11, 2 teen would be 12, 3 teen would be 13, 14, etc. When you walk into the store, somebody might come up and ask you, do you need some help? Do you need some help? So I'm going to put it this way. An féidir lom, may I, is it my ability to be able to help you? An féidir lom, this is her talking. An féidir lom, the lom, M stands for me. Is it my ability to help you? And the word for help is kauru, and then to you, lat. T meaning you. So the M meaning me, an féidir lom kauru lat. Can I help you? Same as, do you need help? Yes would be sha. No, ni. And you can't really say no, ni ha that way. You might say, I don't need any help. And you say, Neelam, ak, egg, fiacant. I'm just looking. Isn't that what some people say? I'm just looking. So Neelam, ak, egg, fiacant, F-E-A-C-H. That's the C. Do you need help? Sha? No, Neelam, ak, egg, fiacant. Right. And you might just say the word no in English. You might put that in there too, because they understand it. Neelam ak. So Neelam, me, I am, but ak, looking. I'm but looking. So ak is an interesting word here. Neelam ak ag fiachant. And again, the F is slender, fiach, and there's a cheveau on the C, so it becomes fiach, int. Int, because the I makes the N and the T slender, but the CH is broad. You have to see what the broad is. So there's too many letters in there to make sense of it, unless you knew that you're dealing with that rule. Quail to quail, lahan to lahan, slender to slender, broad to broad. Would you like to pay by cash or by card? Your total is so many euros. And you say, Corta, no, which is R. I spelled that wrong. Arrogant. Live. Corta, by card, or arrogant lava, money in your hand, cash. Arrogant, and notice again, arrogant, there's an epenthetic vowel here. It's not arrogant, it's hard to say that, you'd have to stop. The glottal stop, so to get away with it, you have to put in a vowel. Arrogant, live. Notice that the sound is ah, but the MH is slender. Live. Live. So you go from the broad to the slender of your mouth. Corta no arrogant live, and you say, Corta le. Now you're going to, because you've been here for a few weeks, and you say, instead of saying lid the hull, you're saying lid hull. Please. With your wish, with your will. Led. You've taken out the, it used to be le, the, hull. With your permission. But now I'm becoming a bit more familiar because I've been here for a week, and I'm going to just get rid of that. I'm going to put a apostrophe in, and I'm going to close the gap. And so you get lead hull. That's how the language changes over time and with usage. Would you like a bag? And the answer is on. Notice when I'm writing the word mala, M-A, father, L-A, I say M-A, father, L-A, but when I'm writing, I do M-A-L-A, father. I put the father in last, because we get so used to putting the fathers in where you're supposed to have them. And then you're checking your work so that you're saying, should there be any of these vowels with the Sheena father or not? On will mala uit, that's a I there, would you like a bag? And the answer is, oh yeah, sha, bawalium. Sha, yes, bawalium, I would love. I don't have to refer to the bag again because we know what we're talking about. I'd love. Bawalium. And then you say, how much? How much do I owe you? K, ved, we had that before. How much? Again, the E father, put the father in last. K, ved. And she says, 17 euros. It's expensive. Shocked. And the reason I do 17 is because when you get to 7, it puts an extra stress on the spelling of the word afterwards, because as you're counting 7, 8 and 9, an eclipse is to happen. So we're talking about euros, as we're in Ireland. Shot euro is what you should do, but because it's Irish, you're going to add an N. Shot euro, let the hall again. We're going back to help, or to please. Shot euro. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have also added it's 17. It's not just 7. Add the dag. Shot euro dag, let the hall. How much? Shot euro dag, let the hall. 17 euros, please. All right, would you like a receipt? And that's written, it's going to be the word on, but because of the T here and of the word tastian, you're going to have, you've got to put an apostrophe instead of the N. So you would normally have on, and it'd be tastin, T-E-A-S-A-I-O-N-N. But grammatically you can't do that because of the T being needing to be changed to explain what language you're in, or what tense you're in and what you're doing. So on dastin, and you're going to have to add a D. But when you add a D, the N makes it difficult to say. On dastin, you have to stop, glottal stop, and so they don't like that, so they apostrophize it. Dastin, adastin as opposed to on dastin. It just makes it easier to say. On dastin, adval, A-D-M-H, and because the N has a dot over it, it becomes a W, adval. Adastin, adval, uit, from you. If you want the receipt, you, the T tells you it's you. Adastin, adval, uit, for the receipt. So, this is the receipt. And then you is this, T. Would there be a receipt coming to you? Okay, and so this is the future conditional of to want. So I wanted as past tense, I want today, I will want tomorrow, I would want if something happened. See what I'm saying? So future conditional. So that's how you do future conditional in Irish. It's a very difficult construction. So there's no signs on the door, and you ask the shop owner, are you open? And again, it's a question on will, and you're talking to a plural, not just one person, but them, like the shop people. On will shiv, are you, and then open, osculta. Oscailta. It's the participle, present participle of the word to open. An bhfuil sibh, you plural, oscailta, are you open? And the answer is Neil Mead, we are not. Neil is negative and we is the MID part. We are not. Let's put it. And then you say, and it might say, well, we might be open in an hour. Bemid, again, we, plural, future tense, beg, mead, oscailta, in, gun, or. Will be open in 1 hour. We're not, we will. So our is or, bemid is we will be, and then open in about an hour. Question is, when do you open? When do you close? And the question, the when part is always kahen. Again, T with, in the old way would be T with a dot over it, and that becomes an H. Kahen means when. Kahen, kahena, oscalin shiv, when, and then shiv is you, plural, oscalin is open. When do you open? And the same thing, kahen, dunan shiv. So, same thing except we'll change oscalin to dunan. Dun is to close. Kahen, dunan shiv. Kahena oscalin shiv, kahena dunan shiv. And you could say the answer could be from 9 to 5, we'll say. 9 to 5, let's do it that way. Bemid, oscailta, egg, nay. Nay is a triphthong, three vowels together. And you can see that there's an A and an O and an I mixed up together. That only happens in a triphthong, and there's no consonants in between, so you can do that. And it's the sound of a nasal N, nay, nay. Egnay, CHLOG, clog. 9 of the clock, clog. And then bemi dunta, closed, egg, let's do 5 o'clock. The clog, see? So, bemi oscailta ag a nai clog, bemi dunta ag a cuig clog. We will be. That's the first word, bemid. Oscailta is open, dunta is closed. At, nae is 9, cuig is 5. At one of these numbers, and then of the clock. Or you could say o'clock. O'clock is basically of the clock in English. 5 of the clock will be finished. So bemid oscailta ag an nae clog, bemid dunta ag a cuig clog.